For today's project, my neighbor got me a dump cart that one of our other neighbors was not using, and said, since yours broke, you could probably use it, but gonna have a couple of little repairs. This spring right here is old and rusted and snapped, so went to the hardware store, have some new springs. These springs will release the lever on the dump bucket, so let's go repair the spring first. All right. Now there's a lever that allows the dump bucket to knock over the camera and smack Jacob in the face.
Ow.
Sorry. Accident. Cut. We're gonna. I don't know if we'll use that in the video or not.
No.
I thought the bucket was. Well, anyway, it didn't go according to plan. How's your nose?
It's okay.
Let me get a close up of your nose. Farming's just hard work, isn't it? Industrial accident. Okay, after that last mishap, I believe I'm just going to go ahead and cut these open. And I measured the spring. This has two different sizes in it, so I believe the longer spring is what I'm going to use here. And I want to try not to pull this lever again.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, because I'm going to stick my head under here. Oh, that's going to be... Goes this way. Yeah, I'm going to hold it in place. Oh my goodness, this thing is tight as a tick. All right, I'm going to have to break out that brand new pair of needle nose pliers. Hang on a second. We get to use new tools.
That we actually only just
Yeah, we just bought these last night so that I could do a tune-up on the chainsaw. Let me break them out of the pack, and that's always a good thing about doing farm work. There's always an opportunity for a new tool. And we'll try to open this out just a little bit. Good gravy. That's why you make knives out of spring steel, because that's tough as, I don't know, that's tough as a lighter knot right there. I might have to get two pairs of pliers on this. Let's see if I got it open enough. Yeah, it goes that way. Yeah, we don't want another mishap. Tell you what, Jacob, we might have to get another pair of pliers. That is one tough spring. I can't budge it. Holy smokes. All right, cut! I'm gonna try this, see if that'll work. I hope it doesn't fall down and hit me in the head. At least that way we'd be even.
But you'd be...
Hey, you come around over here and take this and push it back that way. There you go. You're my safety mechanism. Say, Granddaddy, that time you put me on restriction, remember that? I'm gonna let this thing go.
Whee!
You can get payback on me. You wouldn't do that, though, to your poor old loving granddaddy, would you? Be the last time we ever went to Game Castle. Oh my gosh, I still cannot get this thing on here. That is crazy. Golly. All right, next step, I'm gonna go get the dikes and I'm gonna cut this open a little wider. Got your eyes down there. I'm having to use two tools on this thing. How close am I to being on that hole? Oh, I gotta go back this way a little bit. Can't see what I'm doing here. Now my head's in the way of the camera, but I gotta get a look, see. Holy smokes.
Almost there.
Almost there? Good. Hey!
Got it!
Okay, so I am not an expert on using springs. I can tell you that. And anybody that's ever dealt with springs and knows what they're doing is probably laughing their butt off at me right now. But you know what?
It works.
It's a learning experience.
And it's better than this.
Well, yeah, it's definitely better than this old rusted one. I tell you what, you know, I like to watch Forest and Fire, and sometimes they make knives out of spring steel. Now I know why, because that is some tough stuff.
Well, now you got to get it on the other part.
Yeah, where the battle is halfway over. The battle is only halfway over. We won the first half, though. Maybe we can come back here and win the second half. And we've only had one minor injury. Well, two if you include the camera and the your nose. I was hoping this one didn't have to go as far. All right. Cut here so I can move the camera out of the way before I break a lens. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't cut that on too good. All right. Woo! I tell you what, that was an experience. We got the spring on there though. Let's back the camera up here and test the lever now. All right, test the lever. See if you can pull it. Yeah. Okay. How did that work? Now let the spring go. Let's see what happens. Yay, it worked. High five. Whew. Okay, I think we now have repaired it, and we got spare springs if we ever need it. Although I may take these and throw them out through the woods because that was tough.
Golf cart.
All right, now the next thing we're going to do is I had an old cart that came with a farm that is an antique, looks like, and I one time made an axle out of a solid steel bar, and I put some solid tires on it. These tires are a little dry rotted and have a tendency, this one here goes flat, so I'm going to go down and see if I can put the solid core tires on this and see if that doesn't cure what ails it, and then we'll go give it a try. All right, step one done. Let's go get some tires on this bad boy. Okay, here's the old monstrosity that we inherited with the farm, and the tires back here we had to replace, and I put solid rubber core tires on there so they never go flat. So I'm going to try to take these off and swap it out with a cart over there. As you can see though, the golf cart is lifted, so the dump cart is at an odd angle, so I'm going to have to make some modifications to my hitch over there, but we can get a couple things of dirt today, don't you reckon? All right, we can get a little dirt in it. Pretty big bolt on there. I say righty tighty, lefty loosey, and I'm upside down, so I think it goes this way. Hopefully it's just a makeshift axle. All I got to do is get it loose enough for that. Yeah, there we go, for that C-clamp to come off. Yeah. There we go. This is a previous modification. All right. Hey, Jacob.
Yep.
Come here. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Go around on that other side. Try not to, that glass got blown over in the hurricane and busted. I'm going to lift this up, see if you can pull that wheel off that axle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, you know what my nickname is?
What?
Jack.
I can't.
Get it? Jack?
How do I?
Huh?
How do I get it off?
Pull it straight away. Pull straight off the axle.
Oh, yeah, got it.
All right. Now maybe one day we can, this trailer here can be retired. Ha ha, he got it.
It's about to
Yeah, it's about the same size. It's a little bigger. I don't think that's going to lift this up quite high enough. I need an extended axle with car tires on it. Alright, well maybe not. One step at a time. Let's see if we can get this cotter pin off of here.
That's not even a car tire on the Golf cart.
Yeah, I know, but if I put a car size tire on here, it'd jack it up.
Yeah.
If I can save this cotter pin here or not. We'll see. Not sure I can get it out or not. I need you to grow up, build up your muscles so you can take over this and Granddaddy can do the watching. What do you think of that? Not yet. Nah, okay. All right, I'm getting it. A little. Tell you what, cotter pins and springs. There she goes. All right. Did you understand when I said my nickname was Jack?
Yeah.
Like a jack?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a washer. All right. Your turn. Get down there and pull that wheel off when I lift this up. You used to love tires when you were a kid. You pulled them off all your Matchbox and Hot Wheels and everything else. Yeah! Good job, and we still have clearance right there, so, all right. Cool beans. Let's put this cotter pin back in here and get the other side.
Can I have this side?
I'm going to put it back on that cart there. I don't know that we'll ever use it, but who knows what we'll... All right, let me get down. Get back there.
What about the washer?
I got it in my hand. Where's the hole in the axle? There we go. I think my neighbor will be glad to see us using this. She was tickled to bring it down here yesterday. All right. Well, we won't bore you with the other side. We know this tire fits, so one more wheel to do, and we'll see how she rolls. All right. Go cut the camera off and... Oh, you're flossing! I finally got you flossing on camera.
Okay.
He's the spare tire flosser.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Swap tires with me?
Yeah.
Okay. You get it over there.
The washer.
Oh, we'll go ahead and take it off and put it in the back here.
What a can't.
So I don't have my glasses on. All right. Just drop it down that bucket so we don't lose it. Ready? Say, sure thing, Jack. Alright, the cart has now been retired. I wish I was. We could hang out at the farm we could hang out here all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this back on. And now we'll have new old tires on here that'll never go flat. We just have to work on the hitch a little bit. And we're back in business. Alright, let me put this on. And we'll be ready to go. All right, boys, stop flossing and get in the back seat. Let's ride off into the sunset. Okay, let's ride off into the overcast skies then.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm going to call this the floss cart. Yep, I think this is now the floss cart. If I were to put you on that No Prep King, we'd have to name your car the floss car. I think I heard Janet crank up the lawnmower. She'll get to check out our new creation, what we've done to the car with our modifications so far. All right, that's enough gravel for now. There, that'll work. Load it back up. Now let's go get some dirt. This thing is at a crazy angle, so I don't know how much dirt we can get, but we'll get a little bit. More than I can carry in a bucket. Just watch out for cars. And then some of this is like sod. They repaved the road and they left all that dirt, and they're supposed to come back and get it, so we're not going to waste any resources. We're going to put it to good use.
This is more sod.
Yeah, the part that's just dirt, throw over here on this side, and the part that has sod in it, stack it up on that side. We'll use it in the ruts down there in the orchard. This right here doesn't have any sod in it, does it? I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Some of that grass with the sod, we'll use that out in the pasture. That we'll use in the driveway. We'll make use of all this.
Whoa, whoa.
It's got a lot of rock in it.
Are you filming?
I am.
Okay.
That way we can.
Do like a fast forward?
Yeah, I'm filming. That way if Grandmama says, Jacob, did you do any work today? I say, check out the video on YouTube. I got proof that the young man was out there farming with me.
Yeah.
All right. That's my buddy Jack. He got out and came to see me. He gets out and comes down to the farm and leaves little messages for my 2 girl dogs. Mm-hmm. We call it P-mail.
How come?
Because they don't have email. That's how the dogs do it.
Oh.
They leave little puddles for each other to get messages.
Sniff it.
Yeah.
Just
They don't have the internet. All right, we'll take any excuse to stop shoveling dirt for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes, that's my buddy. I'll let Jack kiss me, but I won't drink after anybody. All right. Oh, I have to get him a shovel. Now you have a stage. I think I've been upstaged. All right. Take some of this dirt and fill in the potholes. Grandmama drives a school bus, and that thing tears up my gravel driveway. You're shaking the whole golf cart. That way I can say, hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh, yeah, really.
Put a little gravel on that dirt. And maybe it'll lock it into place. not, I'm gonna have to get that lady that drives the school bus down my driveway out here working on it. Tell them it's a county problem.
That's Grandma.
I know she's got a 1 minute commute. The amount of time it takes to walk across the yard.
Yep.
It's not everybody that has a 1 minute commute. Alright, we'll drive over that a time or two. That way we won't rattle our fillings while we're driving down the driveway. There. Whatever. Oh, that probably looked bad. All right, last year when we did some clearing out here in the orchard, where this has a little bit of a downslope going down towards the creek, used to be a terrace ran out through there back in the days when they did cotton. Well, right after I got this all cleared and started trying to plant grass all out in here and some clover, so it'll add some nitrogen to the soil, well, we had 3 hurricanes back to back to back, and a lot of my topsoil wound up down here where I left all this windrow to, try to catch as much dirt as possible. So I've been putting in these little side boxes, and I'll do a video on that at some point, because I'm gonna have to do a redesign on that. But you can see inside those boxes I got some clover and fescue mix going on in there, and I filled it in with some sandy topsoil. Try to stem the flow of erosion, but I had a couple of ruts, and it rutted out the center of my side box down there. So the last task we're going to do with the dump bucket is I have put out the gravel in the driveway, along with some of the other rockier dirt that the county left on the side of the road, and the parts that had sod in it, I've saved them, and I'm going to put them in some of these ruts out here. Hey, the dump bucket, the back end works on this. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. You want to dump that sod out of here and give the dump bucket a test?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Since the spring hit you in the face earlier, you deserve a pull on it. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Whoa! That dumped on its own. I thought you were stuck there. All right, well, the dump bucket works. So I'm going to take some of the stuff that they cut up, and some of the grass is still growing right there. They just left it laying there, and it folded over on top of itself. So I'm going to try to put this out and see if I can save the sod. So that's the last thing we have to do, and a couple modifications on the hitch to the golf cart, and I believe that we have reclaimed this dump bucket and now have it operational. So that's going to do it for this video. I'll see all you turkeys on the next one.